Hey, what's cooking, Jay?
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us again today. Today we're making Australian Vegemite Scrolls. And because who wants 12 scrolls? So we do half bacon and onion and half Vegemite and cheese. The ingredients for the dough you need are 500 gram baker's flour, 10 gram salt, 50 gram butter, 2 whole eggs, 50 gram olive oil. And then we have got 250 gram warm milk, 8 gram of instant yeast, and 5 gram of sugar. In there, we mixed it up and we let it sit for 10 minutes. It's nice and frothy on top now, so that means the yeast is active. So now we put everything into the bowl. Make sure there is no sugar on the bottom. Scrape it all in. As always, put the liquid in first, so it won't stick to the side. Put in the flour. Put in the salt. And the 2 eggs. Now we put it into the machine. And we use the dough hook. Okay, we're putting it up and we let it run on slow until the milk and the eggs are incorporated. Then we speed it up and we let it run for about 5 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna speed it up a bit and let it run for a minute. Okay, now let's start adding the oil. We're using half oil and half butter. So the oil, when the scrolls are cold, ideally you want to eat them when they're warm, or you warm them up when you eat them. But when they are cold, the olive oil still makes the texture of the scrolls very soft, very moist. When the butter is cold, as you can see, butter always firms up. So it's better to use half-half. So we let them run for about 2 minutes. Now I turn it down a bit. And we incorporate the soft butter. When it's soft, it's easy to mix in. So that's the whole idea, to use soft butter. Okay, so now we're turning it up. And now we let it run until it comes loose from the bowl. As you can see, it's coming loose from the bowl now. You can also hear the difference in the dough. So now we're going to turn it down, and we take it out. After we put the butter in, it was another 5 minutes we let it run. Okay, and the dough is just beautiful. It's very silky looking, and the main thing is that you let it run for the gluten to develop, because you want it to be like a bread. Okay, so yes, you can see it's very smooth, very elastic, and we just put it back into the bowl where the flour was in, and we let it rest until it's about doubled in size. In the meantime, we talk about the filling. Okay, so for the fillings, we make a half and half, because we get about 12 rolls out, or scrolls out. So we make 6 bacon and onion, and we make 6 Vegemite and cheese. Of course, if you do one flavor, you have to double the recipe in what we use. So for this, you need Vegemite, the good old Australian Vegemite. You need soft butter, and you need tasty cheese. And for the onion and bacon, I need 200 gram of triple smoked bacon and 200 gram of onions and 1 large clove of garlic. So we're going to fry this all off together, put it in the fridge, let it cool down, And then we roll out and put everything together. Oh, it's risen really nicely. So now let's roll it out. We're rolling it out to like a rectangle or a square. Try not to work the dough too much. So when you roll it out, it won't sort of bounce back. The main thing is make sure you've got enough flour on top, enough flour underneath so it doesn't stick to the bench. All right? So like that, and move it around. Flour underneath, flour underneath. Yeah. Keep it in the shape and keep rolling it. Keep it rolling it to the corners so you get, okay, as you can see, it's not a bad shape. So it's a rectangle. So what we do is we do half with the Vegemite and cheese and the butter, and then we do the other half with the onions and the bacon, which have cooled down now. All right, let's start. We put the Vegemite on first. All right, so because the Vegemite sticks to the dough very well, but if you put on butter first, it will not stick to the butter very well. So make sure you put the Vegemite on first. And then use your trusted old palette knife, if you've got something like that, or a spatula, and we just try to spread it out. As you can see, there's plenty of Vegemite on there. There's a few gaps in there, but that doesn't really matter because when you roll it up, there's got to be some Vegemite everywhere. All right, so then we use softened butter, very soft butter, and we just spread it on top. Okay, just like this. It's done. And then, while we're doing it, we're gonna butter this for the bacon. Because with the bacon, we're not putting anything else on except onion and bacon. So next, we put on the cheese. Just the cheese where the Vegemite is. It really doesn't matter if you spill a bit over. It's just then you've got a little bit of cheese with the bacon and the onions. We use our pepper grinder and put a little bit cheese and pepper. It's very nice together. A bit on there and a bit on there. All right. So we put the onions and the bacon on. Then we start rolling it up. So we just fold it in at the beginning, like that, and again, just squash it down a bit, and again, yeah. Might put a bit more to the outside because the edge really hasn't got much in there. Okay. And again. It's very soft dough. The scrolls not going to be very dry. Also, a lot of scrolls, that means a lot of filling. So now we're going to cut it into portions. We take a thin bladed knife as always. We're going to cut it in half first and then in 6 portions of each side. So we're going to have 3 and 4 in each, 12 portions. Okay, let's cut it in half. There we go. Let's do this one first. And we cut it in half. And then we cut it in 3. 1, 2, 3, and again 2, 3. If it's not 100% equal, you just squash it down a bit when you put it in. So now we're just putting it in like that, and we give it a little tap on top like that. All right? And they already look very nice. So we have to be to the middle, because then we have to fit the other 4 the other side. All right? So this one is a bit bigger, but I didn't cut the end off. So I thought might as well keep it and eat it. All right, so then the same again. And again the same. Let's start at the end. 1, 2, and number 3. And as you can see, how nice do they look? So now we put a tea towel on. I'm going to put them, because it's winter in Australia, I'm going to put them with the light on in the oven for about half an hour or so. And then we put some butter on top, and then we bake them. All right, see you when they have risen. Let's have a look. I think they have risen. Yeah, beautiful. So what we do now, we put a little bit of butter on top so it can absorb into the scrolls. Just a little. And then we bake them. And when they're almost done, we put cheese on top of the Vegemite scrolls and bake them again. Then we get a nice cheesy crust on top. Here we go. So now, oven is at temperature. We have got it on 180 feinforst. We put it in on the middle shelf, and we put it on 20 minutes and timer. We're gonna check it after about 18 minutes, and we see how we go. All right, I'll see you then. All right. Oh, very nice. Just golden brown on top. And now we let it cool down for about 15 minutes, and then we'll try them. Okay, they have cooled down slightly. They're still very hot, but let's try them. We can't wait. Okay, so now let's take about a Vegemite one. Look, nice and cheesy, crusty underneath, beautiful. And let's take out an onion and bacon. Yeah. And then I will cut them in half. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Yum. It tastes like grilled cheese and Vegemite. Absolutely gorgeous. And here, look at the layers. You've got the onion and the bacon in between. Very nice. Okay, so as always, try it, have a go. They're very easy to make, as you saw, and they're absolutely delicious. Again, follow us, subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment. Maybe you want us to make something else. All right, I'll see you next time.